They have picks 4, 20, and 45. Obviously, 45th is the second, but that's so 3 in the first 45 and 21.3 million in cap space.
Remember, they're up against it with the cap. They need a Benson extension, which I think they'll make long-term because he looked really good in the playoffs. The coming out party for him, but there's still lots of money. Go get Hellebuyck. That would be so fun.
Hellebuyck has to agree.
And you know what? He's a guy that liked Winnipeg. I heard someone talking about it, like, I don't think Hellebuck's the guy that wants to go to LA and deal with traffic. He's not that guy. There are a lot of guys that love that. He's not that.
Sounds like me. That's the only reason I haven't gone down there.
Right. Well, I know
KTLA, all those radio stations and TV stations, they've been trying to get me there for years. Like, is there a helicopter?
There's a lot of other teams in
in
Buffalo that don't have traffic, though, that would like Hellebuyck. I'm not. Hey,
I don't. Me. Yeah, and you know Buffalo. I've never been there. I think about how fun it's been to be a Sabres fan the last 6 months, and that would be the peak of Mount Everest to add that guy to that group because it's the only spot I think they're below league average. I think their decor is great. Even without Byram, you got lots of good D. You got tons of money to solve problems. Love your forward depth. Go get Hellebuyck. But you're right. You might not want to go there.
And it's got to make sense for Winnipeg.
Yeah, well, number 4 is a good place to start in Winnipeg.
Dregs was talking last night. He kind of checked in. It's like there's nothing close that would even tickle their fancy for.
Yeah,
you have to.
And Buffalo didn't get 4 until what, 8 p.m.
But I think you're misconstruing where. Well, you're not
where Hellebuck's at.
The Jets are.
Yeah.
Why are the Jets okay getting rid of their core? Their biggest asset.
It just comes down to what we talked about. Like they might not have a say in it if he wants.
Well,
out.
I don't.
Yeah. No, does he want out or is he just frustrated?
Like
I don't know.
What has he got? 5 years left at 8.5. Like he's got a lot for him to go in and say, "I'm done." That's a hard line.
Like it's
Larkin,
all fine and good
Larkin
to say that because Winnipeg's not shit. They had a bad year last year.
Yeah,
Buffalo, and you're comparing them to Buffalo. So the towns. Let's call the towns the same. Let's call it a wash.
Yep. Tie goes to the passport, maybe.
Why not trade to upgrade your team if you're Cheveldayoff instead of starting a rebuild by getting rid of?
I think they'd like to, and I think the challenge is they're on every no move. And the thing you don't have to worry about with number 4 overall is they don't have no moves. They're showing up to Winnipeg.
There's guys you can add that.
It's harder for them, but
it's harder for sure.
Yeah, it's the hardest market I think in the league to add and trade because it's just.
But that it's also the
8 of them have no moves to win.
So then you turn it yourself into Columbus, where I'm going to bring these guys in, and then they're going to sign, and they're going to have good years, and then they're going to tell me I'm out of here.
Now, what about?
I've seen it a lot there.
If you're Cheveldayoff chipping in Winnipeg, it's like, well, this guy we're going to trade. To be honest, he has not been great in the playoffs for us when we do get there.
Coming off of just okay.
If we can get a haul for him, yeah. He has not been. He has not won them playoff series.
Like and the reason again I think Buffalo is such a good fit, whether Connor wants to go there or not, is that they have the types of assets that Winnipeg would love. They'd love to get number 4, a prospect that's ready to jump into the league this year, and Buffalo has been building for 14 years with high picks and prospects. They're the type of team that can give you a prospect that's 21 ready to pop that can plug their. Like the Ostlund kids one that's talked about, but they've been picking a lot of guys that haven't showed up on that roster yet that are good prospects. Zach Quinn's probably great, or Jack Quinn. But can you spare a life without him with the way Benson emerged? Yeah, you probably can.
Oof, I'd have a hard time thinking Jack Quinn is my answer.
No, but my point is it would be a basket of goods, like 5 things, like 4 overall, player that can help you today, 2 really good prospects.
That's the hardest part. It makes sense for Buffalo to get a goalie.
Mm-hmm.
Where does it make Winnipeg decidedly better?
It has to be a prospect that's ready to play tomorrow, and I don't know the system that well. But I think the Austin guy would be Ostlund is closest to that, where it's like he's cuspy, and next year he's a full timer.
Which again is all fine and good. Who's your goalie?
Bring back UPL in the deal.
Maybe I'm out.
Yeah, because UPL's not bad. He's just not Connor Hellebuyck.
Well,
so you're downgrading 80% in net, but you're plugging 2 or 3 holes on the roster and getting a 4th overall pick who you think is going to be a star in 2 years.
You're doing it because Hellebuyck asked for a trade. That's the only effing reason.
Oh, I agree 100%.
It would be the only reason.
Don't move him if he doesn't want
Connor Hellebuyck.
I agree.
If he's not asking to get out.
The entire premise is that he wants out, and maybe that isn't the case.
It would have to include that Consta Hellenis kid.
Sure.
20-year-old
great example. Yeah. Perfect example. And they need a 2C. He looked unreal at the
Came in last year.
You can be right, and if Hellebuyck wants out, okay, sure. I just don't know what Winnipeg is. Then you're just
I'm horny for trades right now. Is what it is.
You are horny for trades.
I'm
It would also be one of those
hot
things.
for
If I were
trades.
Hellebuyck and I'm on my boat, it's like, hey, good news. I think we got a trade for you. Okay, where to? Buffalo. Okay. I'm just fishing right now. You call me if anything else going on. Like, it's no disrespect to Buffalo, and I know what you're saying. They're going to be off some guys, no trade. It's a different time for sure, but it didn't become the sexiest place in the
It's
world.
still
Oh,
Buffalo.
no, yeah.
For all of us, if I wasn't on this show, you wouldn't love Buffalo. We wouldn't
No.
talk about Buffalo. We would have never had Rob Ray on. You wouldn't have an
Nope,
there
I
is some of that baked into our show.
Of course there is, yeah. And never mind the romantic season they just had. Like, it was a laughing stock for a decade and a half.
Like,
So-
they're better,
One
but
good year.
I don't feel like you go there because I got a real chance to win.
The only,
You're in the middle of the pack with a bunch of other teams that feel the same way and probably have the same chance of winning as anybody else.
the only reason I think it would be a better fit for Hellebuyck than most other guys is because he actually committed long term as an American in Winnipeg. So he's clearly not about the bright lights like a lot of the other U.S. Olympian guys that, put me in Vegas, put me in Florida, put me in Tampa. Maybe he goes to one of those anyway.
Well, actually, he'll go to L.A.
Yeah.
They need a goalie.
Could, yeah.
Yeah, they could use a goalie.
Hey, all you dusters. Thanks for watching. Apparently, I'm supposed to tell you to hit like and subscribe. You sound like a real cheese ball.
Jeez.